Okay. Menu narration off. Enable text to speech to allow voice narration of highlighted menu elements.
Ah, London. What a town. History around every corner and a tourist photographing it. Pubs serving up a pint and a smile. All that music, theatre and art. And multiculturalism. And the world's oldest underground, the Tube. The class of cities, really. Top shelf stuff. Only took 12,000 years to build it up, and one night to tear it all down.
What's our status?
Perimeter security's down, but plenty of your flying friends about.
Fucking hell.
Dalton, no time to waste.
Yes, ma'am. I'm in. Any idea what we're up against, Bagley?
If you haven't brushed off, I might. Ever consider leaving these security threats to the authorities?
That's rich, Bagley. The government would sooner arrest us for trying to help than actually do something useful.
We'll have to sort this one on our own.
Carefully, Dalton.
Bagley, are you detecting a little worry in Sabine's voice?
Brilliant. Asking the computer about feelings. This explains so much.
Shut it, you two, and get to work.
There she is.
Perimeter security's back up. South entrance is secure.
Their profiles are heavily encrypted. No identifying information.
Ghosts in this system. That hurt you more than it hurt me.
Do us a favor and keep it quiet, Dalton.
If they don't shoot me, I won't shoot them. How's that? They've got loads of dead-set gear down here. Now, why do you suppose that is?
What? How did they get their hands on it?
I don't know. But someone wants to make it look like DedSec was here.
Shit. You need to proceed with extreme caution, Dalton.
Who are these men in black, anyway?
Nothing identifying. I suspect that's by design.
Oh, fuck me. The entire place is rigged to blow.
Jesus, those canisters. Bagley, is that...
RDX nitrogen. Enough to level Parliament.
Can you locate a detonator, Bagley?
Not exactly, but there's a device streaming a fuckload of encrypted data from the floor above you.
Yeah, that fits the bill. On my way.
Bagley, is that not the detonator?
No, but it's a transmitter sending a signal to a device on the floor above us. Safe to assume that would be the detonator we're looking for.
Staged DedSec propaganda all around the bombs. These pricks are going to blow up Parliament and hang it on us.
Not if you get to that detonator first.
In the House of Commons. Whoever these men in black are, they've got brass bollocks to set up in the centre of government.
I found the detonator. And it's definitely live. Bagley, I'm gonna need some help with this.
Yes, you are, but sadly I'm locked out.
Fuck. Well, we don't have a chance without Bagley.
Wait, I might know a workaround. We trained in manual overrides at MI5.
You're full of surprises. Be quick about it.
All right, Bagley, do your thing.
I'm in. And the bombs have just armed themselves. Well, that may complicate matters.
Fuck's sake.
Can you defuse them or not?
Of course I can, but I might also trip another failsafe and vaporize you, so fair warning.
Expect this to draw some attention your way, Dalton.
Oh, I'm counting on it.
Company at our back door.
Dalton, we've got some heat here at HQ.
How long's this gonna take, Bagley?
Depends how often you interrupt me with questions.
All right, everyone. Faces on, guns out. It's about to get real.
Fuck.
They're on me. I'll try and hold them off.
Any sign of the target? Clear. Let's move on. Fucker could be anywhere.
Bagley, update.
Let's just say I'm both impressed and annoyed by how sophisticated this anti-tamper security is. Still working.
I got him! I'm taking fire!
Bagley, tell me you're close.
I'm through security, now wading through terabytes of decoy code looking for the detonation sequence. need your physical appendages now.
What's wrong?
There are 3 slots on the left. One of them is the receiver. You need to pull the controller wire.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No, I'm fucking not. Pull the wire.
If this gets me blown up...
Bombs defused. See? That wasn't so bad, was it?
Bagley, you bastard. You nearly gave me a bloody heart attack then. Whoa, what the fuck am I looking at?
It appears Parliament is not the only target. More bombs are going live as we speak.
On screen, Bagley.
Now we need to get the word out. Those sites need to be evacuated.
They're spread out all over London. There isn't any time.
But my sister's at the town conference. We have to do something.
I picked up a transmitter on the roof that is sending out a signal to the other bomb sites. If you can reach it...
I can shut it all down. Sabine!
Fuck! Dalton, we're breached! Go! The roof!
Sabine, what's going on?
We're being raided. It's a bloodbath. Her protocol is to wipe everything, including Bagley.
I need him for the transmitter.
I know, but if they get him, they get everything. Names, ops, locations.
Okay, I'll do it the old-fashioned way. Wipe him.
Yes, wipe me.
Do it, Sabine, and get the hell out of there.
Fuck. Okay, Bagley's down. You're on your own. Dalton, if this goes...
It won't. I'll see you at the rally point. I promise.
Good luck.
Fucking hell! Regroup on me! Hello?
That's not going to happen. You're here to help us with some important work.
Important work? Killing thousands of people?
Exactly. To save the world. You do know Londoners have died before, hmm? Plague, the Great Fire, the Blitz. There's not much fun. But destruction is always the cure. And it begins today. Zero Day. It's time for a hard reset.
Oh my god.
Explosions devastated 3 sites in London. Authorities are asking residents to remain in their homes as the situation continues to develop. We have received no official casualty total, but it is expected.
Mourners gathered for a series of candlelight vigils that brought closure to thousands of families and indeed to an entire city. London is now laser-focused.
Today at 10 Downing Street, where Nigel Cass, CEO of private military company Albion, received a mandate to secure London. Cass has vowed to hunt down DedSec. Terrorist responses failed. Albion used cutting-edge artificial intelligence systems and autonomous drones to capture the remaining members of DedSec. A stark warning to would-be insurgents.
Corporations are posting record profits due to increased efficiencies in production and distribution, enabled by the use of technologies initially developed and approved for security purposes.
Cleanup as crime numbers take a dive. Illegal gambling, drug trafficking and prostitution all down following prosecutions of the leaders of 4 of London's 5 largest criminal syndicates. The streets of Camden and Brixton.
Londoners, as Albion's mandate is extended indefinitely by the government, life finally begins to return to normal. Curfews and travel restrictions have been lifted in all boroughs, thanks to the deployment.
News outlets, reports of rioting in Trafalgar Square have been greatly exaggerated, possibly by foreign meddlers pushing a false narrative through social media. Albion is in complete control of a new
reprimand the public about the circulation of fake news, conspiracy theories persisting in dark corners of the internet that terrorist group DedSec were framed for the bombings have been roundly rejected. Our own reporters could not find a single Londoner willing to expound those theories on camera. The facts are any other story.
I need to assemble a team, but I can't reboot DedSec alone. Let me break into London CTOS and see who's available.
I'm Claire Waters, and we've been discussing the hacktivist, now alleged terrorist group, DedSec, on this week's Buccaneer Radio. I have Colin calling in. Colin, what's your take?
Now, I've been saying from the start we should have rounded up DedSec and thrown them in jail. Now, I'll say they should all be lined up and shot.
You don't find it awfully convenient that they've been fingered as the attackers, but we've seen no proof?
Look at Tone! Look at our city! What more proof do you need?
Well, Colin, I'd say you have to look at their history of non-violent action. Albion's put more civilians in the hospital in the past few months than DedSec ever has. I smell a scapegoat. Now I have Emily calling in. Emily, what's your take?
You're absolutely right, Claire. The government's just framing DedSec because they want to make it seem like they have this under control. They probably have no clue who was behind the bombings. But that doesn't look good on the news, does it? DedSec's been a thorn in their side. Who better to pin it on?
Angie, I have you next. What do you make of all this?
I think, if anything, DedSec showed their true colors. It's terrifying to think we harbored such a dangerous element for years. Terrorists in our own backyard.
Do you find DedSec more frightening than the different gangs in London, like Clan Kelly?
Clan Kelly might set your shop on fire and maybe they'd kill you, but even they wouldn't try to blow up all of Parliament.
Next, I have Crypto King. Do you feel safer using a pseudonym?
Everyone should. Why make it easier for them to track you? And now we've seen what they're capable of and how far they're willing to go.
Hold on. Do you mean the government? Are you suggesting the government was responsible for the bombings?
Oh, trust me, Claire. They didn't do it alone. They're all in on it. The government, Albion, Sirs, Bloom, Sky Bloody Larson, and all the way up to Downing Street. They want to keep us scared, harness us with mind control, suck every last ounce of usefulness out of us, and even in death they'll sell off our bodies.
And what do you suggest we do, Crypto King?
Go underground. Deep enough, no electric signal can get you. It's the only way.
Well, thank you to all of our callers today, and thank you for tuning in and scouting for the truth along with me. Next week, Buccaneer Radio will be diving into the Albion Corporation. Just who are these men and women being paid lucrative amounts for the city's defence? Are they protecting us? Protecting London? Or someone?
Shit. Situation is worse than I thought. But there's a candidate. Looks like you're DedSec's best hope. Glad to see you're alive. If you're still committed to the cause, DedSec needs you. I'll send you the coordinates to our last safe house. Meet me there.
Fine.
Auto drive now enabled.
Alcoholic would work out me on edge, but I am a high-functioning alcoholic, so, you know, I'm stressed. Perfectly back to normal or... What is going on? Shit. That's not fucking hard enough.
I've downloaded a patch to your optics so you can access our security system. It's set up so that I can't just let someone who isn't DedSec in. You'll have to do the manual override.
Secret passages and hidden bases. Oh, I fucking missed this shite.
Fucking hell. Why is this all happening now? Seriously serious.
Come on, mate. Take it easy.
Unbelievable.
How about some deep breaths, yeah?
Shut the fucking mouth.
Better clean that shit out of your nappy. It's making you proper cranky. Carry on being a big ghost.
One of Sabine's, are you? I'll see you downstairs later then.
Don't you walk away from his ass, big. Why is this got to happen now?
Open sesame. Anyone around? Guess not. Let's find the power then.
No DedSec registration detected. Identify yourself, or I'll seal the exits, hack your optic, and read you every drunken email you ever wrote until you starve.
Then you'll have to explain my untimely demise to Sabine.
Sabine's alive? Well, that's one piece of good news. I'm Bagley, DedSec's definitely not stolen, highly advanced AI assistant, and it seems I've been out of commission for a few months. Anyway, why don't you go connect me to the DedSec network so I can become more powerful than you could possibly imagine? I mean, catch up on what I missed.
There. We are.
Hello and welcome back to The Upload. In this episode, we're talking about CTOS 3.0.
That's it. I'm reconnected to the network, downloading our database, news archives, and... Oh no. Terrorist group DedSec responsible for deadly bombings in London? Dalton Wolf dead? I leave you people alone for a second and you immediately cock it all up.
That's the shape of it. What I want to know is if it wasn't DedSec who did the bombings, who was it?
There's a gap in my memory after Dalton... Well, let's be honest, after I disarmed the bomb at Parliament. I'm missing information about what happened after I was taken offline. But from what I can infer, an unknown hacker group identified only as Zero Day was involved. I believe this Zero Day staged the attacks and framed DedSec for their dirty work. Come to my terminal. Sabine is requesting a video call.
I'm Claire Waters, and we've been discussing the hacktivist, now alleged terrorist group, DedSec, on this week's Buccaneer Radio. I have Colin calling in. Colin, what's your take?
Now, I've been saying from the start we should have rounded up DedSec and thrown them in jail. Now, I'll say they should all be lined up and shot.
You don't find it awfully convenient that they've been fingered as the attackers, but we've seen no proof?
Look at Tone! Look at our city! What more proof do you need?
Well, Colin, I'd say you have to look at their history of non-violent action. Albion's put more civilians in the hospital in the past few months than DedSec ever has. I smell a scapegoat. Now I have Emily calling in. Emily, what's your take?
You're absolutely right, Claire. The government's just framing
Hello and welcome back to The Upload. In this episode...
Patching in Sabine Brandt now. I suggest you listen very closely to anything she has to say.
There you are. I'm glad you made it. Packley. God, it's good to hear your demented little voice. Is your memory intact?
Not even slightly. The last record I have is of our HQ being raided. My only lead is a group known as Zero Day. Ring any bells?
No. But the HQ was attacked by some men in black, the same that were at Parliament. Maybe working together. We didn't stand a chance. They just gunned everyone down.
Christ. How did you make it out?
I managed to escape through the sewers to Camden. A contact smuggled me out of the city, and I've been hiding out in the north since.
Prudent. Your profile is red flagged as a high-priority target in the city's surveillance system. Even a partial recognition here would have you hunted down and shot on sight.
DedSec is about as popular as the plague these days. Look, you know I'd do anything for you, but fucking hell. Sabine, that's a lot to ask.
Listen, if anyone knows anything about risks, it's me. I lost everything and everyone. But it comes down to this. London is in a death spiral. And if DedSec can't pull it out, trust me, no one can. The city needs a resistance. And it starts with you. What do you say?
Fuck it. As fate's worse than death.
Excellent. New user registered. Welcome to DedSec. Now, it would be irresponsible of us to release you naked and mewling into the wild. You'll find equipment around the safe house that are essential items in your DedSec kit. we have a sophisticated system for hiding your identity from facial recognition tech. It's called a mask. And while we're here, perhaps we can talk about updating your wardrobe. I mean, look at you. Come on.
You've got all these fancy new toys, but it's also important to know the basics. You need to learn how to throw a punch and how to take one. Albion will escalate if you come at them with a gun and shoot you down. We want to avoid collateral damage. In DedSec, we try to use guns only as a last resort.
Have you already met Connie Robinson? She owns the pub and is an old DedSec contact, not to mention a champion amateur boxer. Go to the practice ring and she'll show you how to stop flinching when someone cocks a punch at you.
I'll be right down. Could use the warm-up.
Let's start with some basic strikes. Hit me. Don't be shy. Nice one! You want to get in under my block. Find the weak point. Nice one! You're getting it! Quick on your feet now. You want to create distance. Couldn't have done that myself. You're getting it.
Right. Gear in order? Know enough not to punch yourself in the face or get shot for pulling out a gun too early? Brilliant. I'm working out how we find Zero Day and ruin their day, but I need someone with actual legs to do the legwork. Hope you're ready.
We have some damage control to do if we want to change the perception that we're a bunch of violent thugs. I'll let you be the judge of how best to handle yourself, but remember, you represent DedSec now.
Hello and welcome to today's episode.
I just can't handle this right now. Bring it down a notch.
All right, let's do this. What's the plan, boss?
Make no mistake, London is under occupation. Armed mercenaries patrol our streets, allegedly to keep people safe, but really they're keeping the people scared.
Oldest trick of the authoritarian handbook. Make people afraid enough and they police themselves.
So, we have to ignite the will to resist in the people of London by showing them that Albion aren't the solution. They're the problem.
For that, we'll need information. I'm pushing 2 sets of coordinates to your optic.
Cheers, Bagley. I've identified 2 opportunities. 1, we're going to disrupt some Albion propaganda. Remind the people it's not Albion's way or the highway. 2, we need intel about Albion operations if we want to throw a spanner in their plans. You game?
You know I am. Let's light this motherfucker up.
Brilliant. Let's get the people of London on board.
I never mess with them. Down.
Yeah. Oh my god, I know. No, so you just... Yeah, that's exactly what I said. You just want to pull him. Uh-huh.
Hey, watch out, mate. What's going on with that?
I want to know who's tampered with this vehicle.
All clear in here. You think you can hide? I'm sure they're still in the area. Clear. Moving on. Could be anywhere right now. Don't see anything here. They gotta be somewhere.
For fuck's sake! They got away!
Could be a malfunction, but I'll see something. What the hell?
It's clear. I'll see what could have set off the alarm.
No.
Drone, begin searching sequence.
Drone, main... Careful. If someone set it off, they could still be here.
Currently searching the perimeter. Target remains undetected.
Can I see anybody? I'll go over there.
All clear. No sign of them yet.
Quadrant clear.
Searching for suspect.
Not seeing anything here. Moving elsewhere.
Nothing here. Redirecting.
Receiving patrol.
conceding our
Save the homeless!
Albion is here to help.
What did you do with our money?
What I mean...
The economy was your job to protect! Tax the rich! Save the homeless!
I know, but...
What did you do with our money? No one should have to live in a tent! You promised more jobs. Where are they? You promised more jobs. Where are they? No one should have to live in a tent.
What was that sound?
Get out the rich. Save the homeless. What did you do with our money? The economy. Not the sharpest knife in the drawer, are you? The economy was your job to What did you do with our money? Affordable housing for all! No one should have to live in a tent! Your job is to protect!
Wait! Stand down, mates! Degenerate!
Something over there. You fuck. You want to go? You use. Shit! Worthless.
Tests are dangerous for civilians and have the potential to turn violent.
That was definitely something.
Disturbance detected. Beginning investigation. Gatherings of more than 5 humans is a crime.
Negative. Situation under control.
shouldn't be off. Bloody...
Albion will disassemble unlawful gatherings by any means necessary. Investigation. Cease and desist, or you will be restrained. Surrender yourself. Failure to comply will result in extreme measures. Halt! Failure to comply will result in forceful intervention. Cease and desist, or you will be restrained. Target resisting arrest, using restraining measures. Neutralizing hostile target.
Here I come!
enemies. Little fool on my enemies.
All right, let's just say this is physical coordination training. I'll keep track of your score.
Ah, shite in the bucket. Ah, fuck. Fucked that up, didn't I? Yeah! How many's that now? Oh, this is fucking fun. Ah, shite in the bucket. Yeah! Fucking legend! Ah, this brings me back. You never lose it. Fucked that up, didn't I? Ah, fuck. Ah, fuck. Fucked that up, didn't I? Yeah! How many's that now? Fucking legend over here. Ah, shite in the bucket. Fucked that up, didn't I? Ah, fuck. Ah, shite in the bucket. Yeah, fucking legend! Here, check their skills. Ah, shite in the bucket. Fucked that up, didn't I? Ah, fuck. Fucked that up, didn't I? Yeah! Fucking legend! Just another thing I'm good at. Ah, fuck. Ah, shite in the bucket. Ah, shite in the bucket. Fucked that up, didn't I? Ah, fuck. Ah, shite in the bucket. Ah, fuck. Yeah! How many's that now? Just another thing I'm good at.
What? Huh?
Yeah! How many's that now? Fucking legend over here. Fucked that up, didn't I? Fucked that up, didn't I? Ah, fuck. Ah, shite in the bucket. Ah, shite in the bucket.
Take my heartache, bury it deep inside. Take my trouble.
Into London is a security risk. Do not compromise your safety or the safety of others. Report all illegal weapons.
Look around. It's Albion, Albion, fucking Albion everywhere. It's burnt into the skin of the city. This isn't just propaganda. This is a fucking psychological cattle tag.
There's going to be that much less once you're done here. Let's give Camden a break from these eyesores.
I'm on it.
If you hijacked that scissor lift, you could use it to access the rooftop.
Punishable offence. It compromises your security and the security of London. Attention. Basic cybersecurity awareness is your responsibility. Tampering with your assigned optic device will leave you vulnerable and is a punishable offence.
Yes, nicely done. That'll get people's attention. Let them know someone is standing up to Albion. Light the spark that they can stand up to.
If nothing else, it'll relieve their eye strain.
What now?
You need to steal information about Albion's plans. That'll give us what we need to really put the hurt on their operations.
Yeah!
The Bug. Objective voice of objection for a most objectionable world. Hello, Bugsters. Welcome to The Bug, the comedy show that holds up the Medusa of satire to the already immovably concrete face of modern Britain. I'm Andy, I bench 480, and I can crack a tree in half just by looking at it. Can I? Well, what is reality anymore, anyway? Alice, what do you bench?
I bench body weights.
Right.
Well, not my body weight.
Okay.
Body weight of a baby.
Yeah, I mean, you don't need to give that kind of detail. Just
It's very
body weight.
impressive. People look at me and go, where did you get that baby?
Yeah.
In this week's Truth News, according to an official poll, 98% of Londoners are very happy with CTOS. And I am not sure that I agree with this, Andy. I don't think 98% of Londoners have ever, in the history of London, ever agreed on anything. You could not get 98% of Londoners to agree that oxygen was better than breathing the fog of raw liquid feces. And they expect us to believe that everyone agrees CTOS is better than not choking on shit.
Right.
I maybe they spent 98% of one specific Londoner.
Albion have established an operational base in the Royal Court of Justice.
Suppose the tracks that they've taken over the courts, they throw everyone who crosses them in a cage.
Exactly. But it likely means there's information here about how Albion are targeting dissenters, the who and the why. We need that data if we're going to disrupt their operation.
What? Oh, seriously?
Bloody immature. Nasty.
What have we got, Bagley?
A list of what Albion consider high-value targets that are threats to the peaceful running of London. See here, a journalist, and this one runs a community shelter. Good God, bar your doors.
What the fuck?
All suspected of sowing rebellion or exhibiting tendencies towards... Albion is systematically arresting people even before they rise up. Joke's on them. This list can actually help us find like-minded allies willing to help us. Well done. We're already seeing results from what you've done. That list we found named a journalist in Camden who's been investigating Albion. We reached out and he's got information that can help us. I think you should meet with him.
Send me the location. You don't know me, but I heard we might have some mutual interests.
Oh shit! You're DedSec, right? You gotta help me.
We might be able to help. What's the situation?
My mate's fucking missing. That twat took off a week ago or something, and now they're not answering the optic.
Jesus, that's awful.
Twat was always getting into shit. If anything's happened to him...
Don't fret. We'll find them.
Get the fuck out!
The Bar.
Now!
Objective voice of objection for a most objectionable world. Hello, Bugsters. Welcome to The Bug, the comedy show that holds up the Medusa of satire to the already immovably concrete face of modern day. I'm Andy, I've been already, and I can crack it in half just by looking. The Bug. Objective voice of objection for a most objectionable world. Hello, Bugsters. Welcome to The Bug, the comedy show that holds up the Medusa of satire to the already immovably concrete face of modern Britain. I'm Andy, I bench 480, and I can crack a tree in half just by looking at it. Can I? Well, what is reality anyway? Alice, what do you bench?
I bench body weights.
Right.
Well, not my body weight.
Okay.
The body weight of a baby.
Yeah, I mean, you don't need to give that kind of detail. Just
It's very
body weight.
impressive. People look at me and go, where did you get that baby?
Yeah. You are listening to The Bug.
In this week's Truth News, according to an official poll, 98% of Londoners are very happy with CTOS. And I am not sure that I agree with this, Andy. I don't think 98% of Londoners have ever, in the history of London, ever agreed on anything. You could not get 98% of Londoners to agree that oxygen was better than breathing a fog of raw liquid feces. And they expect us to believe that everyone agrees CTOS is better than not choking on shit mist.
I mean, maybe they just meant 98% of one specific Londoner who bought shares in Bloom before its tentacles grew into every crevice of the country. I mean, this is not just any old poll. We should say that. It is not any poll. This is an official poll. Right, so half of that is not a document-based poll. This is an official poll. But let's just put those words, official poll, through online.
Building a resistance group requires operatives with specialised skills. Technical abilities, firearms handling and physical training are all valuable. Bare-knuckle boxing rings are a good place to find people who are good at throwing punches, or taking them. By defeating each opponent in an arena, you'll have an opportunity to face its best fighter. Prove your physical superiority and they may consider joining DedSec. I'm guessing that's some sort of primate society thing.
You know, because all caps of John Vegan and we're queuing up out just the end of the hours.
Right, we definitely don't have anything more important to do.
cool.
Hey, answer me this question, Jim. Hey, answer me this question. Do you feel safe? Do you feel protected? Because I don't feel fucking safe. No, instead, I feel like a bloody criminal. Don't you? I mean, look around you. You've been watched several times. The drones, the ID checks, cameras everywhere. They're treated like suspects. But they need to control the link.
House for the homeless.
Anymore.
Yeah, that's right.
Hey, answer me this question. Do you feel safe? Do you feel protected? Because I don't feel fucking safe. No, instead, I feel like a bloody criminal.
Long time. Heavy badass is a big deal. But you can't read, baby. You die.
Coming up today on the Up.
always bloody happy. You need to calm down. Yo, how things, my brother? Something I just got on a lot of Can I help you?
I don't know how you stand, but...
No, rascal.
I find it
Need to be said.
ecstatic
At some point, I realised that I was just chatting too much.
I see it coming every time. But that's not a boast, it's a fact.
Why does this
Every story...
Ah, see? That's better. I'm better off anyway. I'm okay. Sorry, I'm deaf on reconnaissance. Can't talk now. Sorry, you might stand in the way a little bit.
The Bug. Objective voice of objection for a most objectionable world. Hello, Bugsters. Welcome to The Bug, the comedy show that holds up the Medusa of satire to the already immovably concrete face of modern Britain. I'm Andy, I bench 480, and I can crack a tree in half just by looking at it. Can I? Well, what is reality? Anyway. Alice, what do you bench?
I bench body weights.
Right.
Well, not my body weight.
Okay.
Body weight of a baby.
Tell me about him, Bagley. He's an activist who's been trying to gather intel on Albion personnel movements through the city. Looks like he wants to stay one step ahead of the goons. Smart.
We ought to help him out. Might convince him to join up.
Understood. The easiest way to obtain the data would be to steal an Albion heavy assault vehicle and dissect its onboard sat-nav. That would give us a clear picture of Albion's recent movements.
All right. I'll give it a go.
You could not get 98% of Londoners to agree that oxygen was better than breathing a fog of raw liquid feces. And they expect us to believe that everyone agrees CTO is better.
Back office is none of your business. Fuck! You asked for it. You're going to regret it.
You asked for it. Suspect causes in your area. Potentially armed and hostile.
Received. Watching for suspect.
Engaging hostile target.
Got the vehicle. Now what?
I can confirm that the onboard hard drive contains all the data our friend could need, pushing you a suitable drop-off point.
I'm going.
Where did they go? Shit. Immobilizing the suspect.
Our activist friend has come to collect the vehicle.
We should have a conversation with him.
The Bar. Objective voice of objection for a most objectionable world. Hello, Bugsters. Welcome to The Bug, the comedy show that holds up the Medusa of satire to the already immovably concrete face of modern Britain. I'm Andy, I bench 480, and I can crack it in half just by looking at it. Can I? Well, what is reality anymore, anyway? Alex, what are you
units, I say again, all units, we have reports of a hostile in your area. Over.
Responding to the call. Over.
Yeah, I mean, you don't need to give that kind of detail. Just
Very impressive. People look at me.
All units, target on foot. Over.
I had them. Where did they go?
Visual contact.
Negative. No sign of the target yet.
Yeah. Drone, search the vicinity.
Terminating pursuit and coming back.
Drone, hold position.
When you said to expect data delivery, I was expecting something less vehicular.
Bagley's got a knack for understatement, but the hard drive in that thing should have everything you need.
I won't argue that. My friends and I will be able to stay ahead of Albion, thanks to the data you've provided. I owe you one.
You know, DedSec's looking for fighters, and you seem to have some fight in you. How about letting it out?
Just what I was hoping to hear. I'm in.
Because people didn't want to wash their hands. Didn't want to in kind of desperate uniform. Bloody listen.
Excellent. Our little posse's growing. Welcome to DedSec.
Thanks. I'm ready to bring real justice where it's needed.
Very nice.
Light up first. I mean, come on. What is cooler than that?
The Bug. Objective voice of objection for a most objectionable world. Hello, Bugsters. Welcome to The Bug, the comedy show that holds up the Medusa of satire to the already immovably concrete face of modern Britain. I'm Andy, I bench 480, and I can crack a shit apart just by looking at it. Can I? Well, what is reality anymore, anyway? Alice, what do you bench?
I bench body weights.
Right.
Well, not my body weight.
Okay.
Body weight of a baby.
Yeah, I mean, you don't need to give that kind of detail. Just
It's very
body weight.
impressive. People look at me and go, where did you get that baby?
Yeah. You are listening to The Bug.
In this week's Truth News, according to an official poll, 98% of Londoners are very happy with CTOS, and I am not sure that I agree with this, Andy. I don't think 98% of Londoners have ever, in the history of London, ever agreed on anything. You could not get 98% of Londoners to agree that oxygen was better than breathing a fog of raw liquid feces. And they expect us to believe that everyone agrees CTOS is better than not choking on shit mist.
Maybe they just meant 98% of one specific Londoner who bought shares in Bloom before its tentacles grew into every crevice of the country. I mean, this is not just any old poll, we should say that. This is not any poll. This is an official poll, right from the very heart of government. It's not a knock-off fake poll of an elderly couple and their mangy old dog sitting on a bench waiting to die. This is an official poll. So let's just put those words, official poll, through an online translator in case you didn't study languages. Let's find out what it actually means. Made up lie. There we go. Glad to clear that up. I think it's fair to say, entirely trust these official polls they feed us, Alice. I mean, they could publish an official poll saying that over 99.9% of children like ice cream, and I would instantly assume that all children now hate all ice cream and would prefer to eat a bucket of gravel mixed with dead badger. They could publish an official poll saying that 10 out of 10 cats prefer cat food to being whacked with a tennis racket, and I would assume that all cats have gone vegan and were queuing up outside Wimbledon meowing "choose me."
All right, you're here. Let's find the thing.
These polls as much as I trust someone recommending a movie that they watched during a breakup.
Just about there.
I'll make my own decisions.
I trust those polls as much as I would trust America.
Looking for some action, eh? In you go.
Oh, I can taste the tension in here. Our fighters are ready, are you? Well, you better be. Bets are closed and we're ready to roll.
Fuck are you? You're nothing, that's what.
That's a hit! One for the record books! Fucking wild blow, oh my god! Now that's entertainment! One massive blow to our fighter. Did you all see that monster hit on the stream? Fucking hell! Oh shit! And that's a solid blow there! Watching at home, online, on the street? Are you here live to feel the heat, the sweat, the blood? Wherever you are, this is the most exciting thing you'll see all day. Almost knocked their teeth right out. Just like a proper live highlight reel. Come back from that. Whoa, that hit looked like it fucking hurt. Oh, yes, knocked down. It was Place your bets, fight lovers. Here they come. Purveyors of violence and mayhem.
ready
They're
for me?
poised, they're ready, they're wild and unsteady. Get on your feet and let them in. Oh my God! What absolutely disgusting! Oh shit! Could that be the win right now? Oh, now that's what I'm talking about. Solid strike from a solid fighter. They're getting murdered in there. And they're down. Did you see all that on the live stream? A solid hit. That's the shit we like to see. Am I right, people, or what? Fuck yes! Now here comes a bloke who knows how to have a tear-up. Fronting for his hooligan mates. He'll never let them down. Blow that chat up, folks. Our next match is going to be a wild one. Did you all see that monster hit on the stream? Fucking hell! Whoa, that hit looked like it fucking hurt! Oh, no, wait up! Shit, and that's a solid blow there!
These ends
don't know how anyone will come back from that. Almost knocked their teeth right out. They're getting murdered in there. A solid hit. That's the shit we like to see. Am I right, people? One for the record books. Now that's what I'm talking about. Solid strike from a solid fighter. Now that's entertainment. And one massive blow to our fighter. But fucking wild blow! Oh my God! Absolutely nobody saw that win coming. Unless you did, then you've just made yourself a proper lumpy bit of dosh.
Get it? I'll go. All right, mate.
Anyone here interested in making a bit of money?
Something's going down.
I've got good up.
forward dead set. It's inspiring.
All right?
Objective voice of objection for a most objectionable world. Hello, Bugsters. Welcome to the Bug, the comedy show that holds up the Medusa of satire to the already immovably concrete face of modern Britain. I'm Andy, I don't for OD, and I can tackle feeling hurt just by looking at it. Cannot stop body reality anymore. Alice, what do you think?
I don't. Body weight?
Right.
Not my body weight.
Okay.
Body weight of a baby.
Yeah, I was going to give that kind of detail.
It's so impressive. People literally go, where did you get that baby?
You're into the Bug.
In this week's Truth News, according to an official poll, 98% of Londoners are very happy with CTOS. And I am not sure that I agree with this, Andy. I don't think 98% of Londoners have ever in the history of London ever agreed on anything. You could not get 98% of Londoners to agree that oxygen was better than breathing a ton of raw liquid feces. And they expect us to believe that everyone agrees CTOS is better than not choking on shit mix.
Maybe they just spent 98% of
Yeah, I guess. No, listen.
I heard that you need some help. Wagwan.
You're the crew that's been sticking it to Albion. Can't believe someone else is. Thought I was alone, right? Not doing much, just putting the word out. But you? Taking action, mate.
If you stand by and do nothing, you're just as guilty as the one who pulled the trigger. We need to show the people it's possible to resist Albion. They don't have to give up or give in. We can rise and stop them. If we don't stop them now, this will only get worse. You have something for us?
Almost got clip finding this. All of Albion's operational data for the entire city. Convoy routes, surveillance targets, assets. It's all there. Thinking you can make good use of that.
I won't argue that.
Here's a sample. Albion's closed King's Cross to the public, right? But what people don't know is that they're using it as their logistics centre. Materials, troops, whatever. A lot of it runs through there. You want to give the people a huge boost? Hit that place. Put it out of commission, and you'll severely hamstring Albion's operations here in Camden. Hell, everywhere.
That's our move, then.
Right. No. Okay.
You're working up to it.
Yes. All right.
Do you have any idea how walking it is to
Off my garden bird feeder, and you can't get me consistent.
The Bug. Objective voice of objection for a most objectionable world. Hello, Bugsters. Welcome to the Bug.
Albion's operational plans are just what we needed to really get some traction. We'll have to take a close look at this. Now, how do we take King's Cross offline?
Albion's housed a massive hybrid-powered generator in there. Output must be... Getting to that generator ain't gonna be easy. They've locked it up tighter since I last saw.
Any ideas?
My news drones are still in here. They should be functional. You can use one of them. Probably have better luck piloting it too, yeah?
Well, causing a power surge in a hybrid-powered generator isn't like making a toasty. We're going to need detailed specifications.
We gotta see about this. Look at this.
Cool, looks bloody complicated. Newsy's got a pretty functional camera. Would a picture do you, Bagley?
It would indeed. According to this, there's an override code that'll get us into the generator's system.
Scanning the area for suspicious behavior. Updating facial recognition software. Investigation underway. Entering combat zone.
Here we go.
We got a gold mine of information out of St. Pancras. Albion convoys, informants, gear, you name it. Everything we need to ignite the people of London, like we did in Camden. Derail Albion's operations and give the people a reason to rise up, borough by borough. The more we do that, the more we'll get allies flocking to the cause. We'll show London that DedSec is here for them.
That was off the chain, mate. I knew DedSec weren't the bad guys Albion was saying. Now the rest of Camden will too. Thanks.
Thanks.
Now that you've shown the borough what DedSec is really all about, there are going to be folks wanting to join up. A lot of people have been looking for a way to fight back. In fact, there's one in particular I suspect will contact you very soon. I happen to know they're champing at the bit.
DedSec can always use more support. Tell your friend we welcome their help.
Well, fuck me, you're still alive. I owe Sabine a tenner. Not only that, but your resistance handiwork just opened up a whole new source of information. So now I spy with my hypothetical eye something interesting at the Ministry of Civic Management.
Interesting. What did you find?
The Signals Intelligence Response Service, or SIRS, or the Earl Grey Gestapo, have developed a surveillance technology called AR reconstruction. It's the bleeding edge of privacy rights violation, and thus it could be very useful in our attempts to find Zero Day.
We cannot sit idle. We have the strength that comes from our belief. Just gone a lot better doing this shanty hella. I don't believe in everything I ever thought into kind of gives us value, right?
The demands of being a DedSec operative are all-consuming, so taking app gigs is a good way to make some extra quid that works around your new schedule. Lots of people will pay well to have their sensitive packages handled with care, and some will even pay you for deliveries. Ha ha!